A lot of controversy these days, Candace.
I guess.
A little bit.
In the Twitterverse.
In the world.
Yeah.
Just everybody's excited about being outraged.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. There's controversy every 5 seconds.
You know, I had a guy on before, the guy that you just met, Dr. Robert Schock. He's a geologist from Boston University, and he is a part of this backdating of the ancient, the history of Egypt. And they're talking about, you know, all these different structures that might be thousands and thousands of years older than people think they are. And one of the things that he's working on is that there was coronal mass ejections from the sun somewhere around 10,000 years ago that basically killed off a giant percentage of the population on the planet. Lightning storms millions of times greater than anything we've ever experienced before. That literally was like lightning coming down like rain, barbecuing the ground, killing people forced into caves, civilization resets. It's almost like we need something like that to really be upset about. Because instead of being upset about Roseanne or Samantha Bee, or Samantha Bee used the C word today, that naughty girl.
It's just outrage culture.
Yeah.
I say everyone should just wait like 48 hours if everybody hates you, and then they'll be on to the next person that they have to hate.
Yeah, well, that's one of the cool things about the internet is the cycle. Boy, it hits you hard, but then it goes back pretty quick.
Really fast, yeah. It's never that serious.
It's not like the old days when someone got in trouble with something. Boy, that trouble stuck. You know?
I don't know that time. I genuinely don't know that time.
How old are you?
29. I just turned 29.
Yeah, so you're very, very young in the shit-stirring culture.
Yeah, exactly.
This is all new stuff to you.
It's new, yeah. And I think the thing that sucks for me is that I'm really conscious of it. Like, I wish I thought all of this was normal. It would be easier. But like, even when I do things, like just before this, I was like, oh, let me do an Instagram story that I'm about to go on Joe Rogan. I'm like, hey guys, like, I'll be on Joe Rogan. And I'm like, how weird. I'm like holding my phone in the middle of a thing, talking to this device.
At least you're aware of it.
But that kind of sucks that I'm aware of it. Like, it would be so much more natural if I wasn't aware of it. You know, girls that just, hey guys, and they all day, and it feels normal. So being conscious of it is kind of not that fun.
That's probably the best way to approach it, though, to be conscious of how goofy it is. Because if you're just swept away in the zeitgeist.
I don't know. I think it's
better.
Ignorance is really bliss.
You think so?
Yeah, I think there are people that think it's the most normal thing in the world to just put your entire life on social media. And I actually don't think it's the most normal thing in the world, but my entire life is on social media.
Well, I've just met you, but you seem like a very bright woman, and that's probably part of the problem.
Yeah.
Is you're not stupid. If you're stupid, you'd be like putting everything on Instagram, and you'd be. Do you do the selfie face? This is my favorite thing. No. This thing, when they do that weird thing with their neck, trying to get the right angle. You do that?
I don't.
Good for
I
you.
don't. I'm really bad at selfies. My cousin always has to take them if we're in the same picture. But I'm getting good at my like Instagram angle and like the things that I say. Like, oh, do you guys like this eyeshadow? Like it's that ridiculous.
My friend Cameron Haynes loves you. He saw you on Fox News. He's like, who's this girl? She's making so much sense. He's like super hardcore conservative.
Yeah.
So he likes when anyone is like young and conservative. He like loves Ben Shapiro. He loves all that shit.
Yeah.
So he got excited about you.
Yeah. People have been really excited. I think it's just because I'm really unapologetically myself. And today it's like seeing an alien.
Well, it's hard to pull off, right? Because people get mad at you. People are trying to. There's one thing that is absolutely happening, whether people like it or not, or believe it or not, is that people are trying to silence other people's opinions.
That's correct.
If you say something that doesn't jive with them, instead of saying, wow, this lady's kind of out there, or she's saying some shit that I'm not sure I agree with, instead of that, they're like, fire her, get her off the air, you know, boycott.
It's insane. The outrage culture is insane. It's like, do you really want someone to lose their job because you didn't like a tweet? Like, how weird are some of these situations? I'm like, do you really want this person not to be able to feed their family because you don't like a tweet?
People are crazy. They find targets and they want to go after them. There was a bunch of people that were writing boycott Joe Rogan because I was talking about having Roseanne Barr on the show tomorrow.
It's insane. I know. It's like she doesn't have a right to speak now.
She can't even talk.
She can't even talk. Even though I'm sure you don't agree. I don't agree with what she said, right? But the idea that she can't like have a conversation after that, to me, is like the most bizarre thing in the entire world. But that is what outrage culture is. Yeah. It's like they need you off the island. Like,
she doesn't even agree with what she said.
Right. I know. She apologized, but nobody cares.
She's on Ambien.
It's not enough.
She's taking all kinds of antidepressants. Yeah. She's drinking. She's fucked out of her head.
No.
Like, my mom took Ambien, and she just told me about this today. I forgot about the story because I was telling her the story about another friend of mine on the podcast yesterday. I talked about how a friend of mine got on Ambien, made a full meal, cooked it, ate it, went to sleep, got up in the morning, and had zero recollection of it.
That's
Was in
really
total
real.
denial of it. It happens.
That's 100%
And
real.
my mom told me that she went to bed, got up in the morning, and she had got up and put red lipstick and nail polish all over the white bathroom carpet, those little shag carpet. She just painted on it like a child.
No, Ambien.
She had zero recollection of it. She's like, this is scary shit. Like, she just painted like a little kid would. Like a 2-year-old would get a hold of your lipstick and start drawing on the walls.
Yeah.
She did that on this shag carpet.